Here is FEMA National Level Exercise 2009 with foreign troops from more. I looked it up, 14 countries. This mentions Australia, Canada, Mexico, United Kingdom, NLE 09, where they help deal with martial law in America for everyone's safety, of course. And since the late 90s, when I learned from Thomas Sanchez, head of emergency management, Vietnam vet, great patriot, and it made national news after we broke it, down in South Texas, Delta Force came in and said, we're getting ready for martial law in America. We want you to go along with this and get ready for gun confiscation. And they said no. The San Antonio police chief said no. So the feds have been sniffing around wanting to do this for a long time. They're going to use Muslim terrorists hitting us and hitting us hard. They'll say Muslim terrorists did it, and it'll actually be carried out by Muslims under their black op control. A 5,000, that's brigade and a half strength level Iraqis brought in. LA Times reports 5,000 plus, 1993. They work for black ops, and they also have Wahhabists here in mass. And the public will see these guys and really freak out and do whatever the globalists say. So you got to understand that that is one of the plans involved in all of this. You know what? Let's take a few calls, and I'll do that news blitz. I'll do that as we start the next hour. Listen, I'm going to give each caller about a minute because I want to get to everybody. Christine in Texas, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. I just have some information that I would like to share with you.
Go ahead.
Tuesday, I was in my house, and I overheard helicopters flying over 5 times throughout the day. Well, my friend Kelly heard the same thing over her apartment complex. And on the first, she looked on the internet and got a piece of paper from the Galveston Daily News saying chopper leaves officials clueless in Texas City. And I have it right here in front of me if you want to hear it.
Well, ma'am, just for people that don't know, it's in my police state films. They've had urban warfare drills in L.A. this week. They've had them all over Texas. And they're doing all sorts of covert ops so that if they ever have special forces actually attack your city, normally they drill taking over county and city buildings. For any counties or cities that don't go along, Northcom admits their main mission is suppressing state sovereignty. That's in the John Warner Defense Authorization Act, 2007, in each consecutive year. And so this is all part of military acclimation to troops and drills. And now they have regular army out searching people's cars. And, it's in the news just to help. And local cities have liaison military in with them. So this is the martial law takeover going on just incrementally. But you say you have a clip from the news?
No, I have an article that I printed out from...
Sure. What's the headline? And we'll put it in the search engine and put it on screen right now for PrisonPlanet.tv viewers.
It's the Galveston Daily News, and it says, Chopper leaves officials clueless.
Okay, Chopper leaves officials clueless. Yeah, what happens is that normally they'd even rent a building in the middle of town, say Kingsville, Texas. The police move out of their old police station one day, and 2 days after they move out to the new one the feds paid for, Delta Force comes in and blows the building up 300 feet from Casa Ricardo Nursing Home. Then they go door to door with machine guns and say, don't come out of your house. The police block the roads. And then I report on it, and the news says I'm schizophrenic. It doesn't exist. So foreign troops are involved. Yeah, there it is. Chopper leaves officials clueless. For the second time in less than a month, a low-flying military helicopter has residents scratching their heads. So, too, were city emergency management officials, the Texas National Guard, and Joint Terrorism Task Force officials who said they had no idea what the chopper was up to. Last month, a similar Chinook helicopter was conducting search and rescue equipment tests in the airspace above Texas City. Now, I used Mr. Keith, Jim Keith, before he died, wrote a book called Black Helicopters Over America. The next one, Black Helicopters, Strike Force of the New World Order. Very well-written books. And it is confirmed they brought in Heinz, other Russian helicopters, and FEMA has its own private army with private mercs all over bases. So a lot of this is even above military. But go ahead.
Yeah, they were just saying, we don't know what they're talking about. We don't have any kind of information, or we can't tell you what's going on. And they said that they were just doing training exercises hours. And, you know, that's a lie because they're not going to tell you what's going on.
Well, ma'am, they're doing from Boston to Dallas to Houston to L.A. to Seattle, even in nice neighborhoods. And I say that because first they do it in poor because they can't stand up for themselves. Now they're in wealthy areas. Dallas Morning News years ago said they come up and knock on your door. Hello, ma'am, I'd like to search your house for guns. And she's like, guns, officer? My husband's gone. Yes, guns, ma'am, please let us in. And they come in your house without a warrant and find anything wrong that you go to jail. They call it knock and talk. And I'm going to let you go. I appreciate your call. So I'm getting some audio chatter there. Yeah, this is all part of acclimation. And so now in Houston, it's, suspicious gun purchases. We just come to your house and demand to search it and ask you questions. And, we're going to use the National Guard in Illinois for gun confiscation door to door. And, remember up in, Pennsylvania and Ohio and a bunch of other states that would say, headline, the Army's going to do a drill looking for terrorists selling guns. And, we're going to lock the town down and do door-to-door gun confiscation drill. Please let the Army in. It's only a drill. See, it's all just acclamation. What are the troops doing? They're here again. They're with the police. They'd like to look at your guns. That way, local police, local county, city, states go, yeah, that's the feds. They're always asking about guns. So when they really hit you, when the bankers really have their hot coup, you'll stand down. They're overthrowing us just like they do third world countries, but it doesn't have to happen. We can say no.